Stephen King has over, I don't know, it's like 50 or, no, I think he has over 100 books now. The guy is a phenom when it comes to writing. And this is one of his only nonfiction books, Stephen King on Writing. If you're interested in writing, I've read a lot of books by authors about writing. I think I have another one over here. Oh yeah, Bird by Bird. We'll talk about that in a lot. If you're interested in writing, it helps to stand on the shoulders of giants, to read the writing of the writers that isn't necessarily fiction, but it's about like how they wrote. There's a million books out there on how to write. I felt as though I've gotten most out of books on writing by writers when they talk about their stages of writing. They talk about it from like a biographical point of view. They talk about it from their early upbringings and how they, what they struggled with, how they overcame those struggles, and their personal mindset. And one thing I've found amongst all of many great writers, there wasn't anything that they did any crazier than the last. Like how much they wrote or how they wrote. What I found is that they just wrote every day, basically. And that was the common denominator. And in this book, Stephen King on Writing, he talks about his early upbringing and like he had this veracity, this inner burning desire to write. He's a real deal. I mean, Stephen King just wrote and wrote and wrote, even when he was hit by a car and he almost died, which is in this book. I'm not going to give it all away to you, but he kept writing. And Stephen King has always been a writer. And he talks about in this book, there isn't necessarily a secret formula. It's not a how to write like me. However, it's something you're not going to skim. I would definitely give it a 4. It's a book that you read from cover to cover to absorb the mind of a writer. And it may give you courage to then sit there at your desk or wherever, the coffee shop, and just put the pen down and start writing. Because at the end of the day, that's really all it takes to be a writer. You've got to write. And I got that from Stephen King on Writing.